Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Tanisha with She Crafts 2. I know it's been a little while since I've spent time with you guys, but I am jumping right back into the crafting, into my crafty mind and crafty space with this YouTube hop, which is hosted by Rachel of Paper Ventures. I will have everyone's channels linked below who's included in this hop, but I just wanted to share with you guys really quickly what I created and talk a little bit about the pieces that I used and the collections that I used and kind of what my mindset was in creating this album, because this is definitely different than the bright colors that I normally work with, but I wanted to challenge myself a little bit, and I wanted to create somewhat of a vintagey look simply because of the pictures that I was using in this album. So I decided to go a little bit more vintagey and try and use up some of those pieces from the some of the Maggie Holmes collections that I have. So a lot of the ephemera that you'll see will be from Open Book. I do believe I included some Willow Lane. You may even see a little bit of Carousel. So this is definitely more along the lines of like a junk journal kind of style, where you're just kind of pulling a little bit from everywhere and creating more. For me, this was more about the memories that the ephemera pieces would create than it was about using the same collection or things from the same collection. So that's why we have a little bit of everything in this collection, in this album. So you'll see here I have a little bit of fraying going on there. I have some ribbon that I had, or some trim, and I just kind of used a safety pin to pull those pieces apart and break it up and make it a little bit more frayed. We have one of the Open Book ephemera pieces here. Actually, I think these 3 layered pieces are from Open Book, let's go ahead and pull. So I have this clip that is holding this piece together. So this is somewhat layered, not somewhat, it's pretty layered, but we have different things here. And what this album is about, I guess, is kind of a good thing for you to be able to see what this album is about. So here is baby Tanisha, and this album for me, you'll probably get a chance to see some of the journaling, and you can see some of the things here. But what this journal is about for me is me writing letters to myself, me at the age that I am now, writing letters to my younger self and sharing different things that I've learned and some of the experiences that I had as well at these ages, or what these images, the memories that these images bring up for me. So that's really what this album is about. But as you can see, I have multiple flaps and just different kinds of like hidden journaling. I have some journaling there. And this book is really kind of an inspirational thing for me to be able to go back and look at and be able to remember sometimes like the things that I need to remember to stay focused on me getting to the goals that I want for myself. But we have this piece here, which is, let me see, let me get it out. Definitely there. So there are some journaling pieces that I have not done, and I left this tab or this tag here for me to be able to, add the journaling, the more personal journaling that I'll do after this. So we have a little bit of journaling here, and I'm a journaler at heart, guys. I like words, I like using words, I like reading words. So that's definitely this definitely took me back into the space of scrapbooking, because I've kind of gotten away from scrapbooking and more into creating embellishments for paper crafting. But there is a scrapbooker in me. That's my heart as far as paper crafting is scrapbooking. So this gave me a chance to kind of tap back into that. So you'll see I used some of the stickers. I've used also some washi tape from Maggie Holmes, but I've used some of the stickers from her book, from one of the larger sticker books that she's created. We have some wooden enamel, not enamel, but veneers here. We also have this, which can come out, and I mean, I could also journal on that if I wanted to. But I thought it was a lot of fun. And the way that I created this was to use, I believe it was maybe a 6x8 or maybe 6x10 piece of paper, and I just kind of accordion folded it, and then I pulled some of the pages together. I pulled them together in order to be able to slide pages into each one of the I guess maybe that would be valley. So I could honestly, well, not now, but I could have slid another sheet into this and put tape on either side and had another pocket here potentially. So I enjoyed doing my binding that way. It was a lot of fun. It was new for me. I can't say that I followed anyone's tutorial, but I know that I'm not the first one to do anything like that. I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but I don't really know who to give credit to for coming up with that particular way of binding a mini album. But if you guys know, definitely let me know, so that way I'm able, at least when I post on Instagram, to be able to talk about who actually created that look. But this is also another page that I created, and it has another flip, another space for journaling. I could add another picture. As you guys can see, I use washi tape here to be able to hold this flap, and this is a pocket. Almost kind of puts you in the mind of a library pocket a little bit, where you can slide. And this is also another opportunity for creating a journaling space. And I love these cameras here. A lot of this, you'll see, I kind of focused on cameras because I wanted there to be attention paid to the fact that I love pictures. I love taking pictures. That was one of the things that I enjoy most about scrapbooking, was being able to collect images that would allow for me to remember a particular feeling or event or something a little bit easier, like to make it kind of nostalgic for me as well when I'm looking back at these. So we have a tuck point here. We have hidden opportunity for hidden journaling here. There's a lot of different folds and moving parts to this album, but I really like it because, I mean, as you take the clips off, you find little spaces that you didn't know were there. So I really, really, really love that. This piece, I think, came from the one of the Maggie Holmes 3D ephemera packs that she created. Then we have this one, and you have this that flips up. So here's another opportunity for either me to add more pictures or me to do some more journaling to it. But I love this bird here. It's one of my favorite pieces from this particular collection. I love that little bird there. And then we have the peaches. I focused a lot on like the peaches and the mint greens and yellows. You guys know yellow is one of my favorite, well, actually it is my favorite color. And then we have another tuck point here, and all I did was add a piece of paper, put a word that I felt kind of inspired me, and I added it to a paper clip. And we have this, which I could add more journaling to if I wanted to. And then we have, this is little girl, and then I can also, if I want to, add some trim there, but I think I want to just leave it as it is. So we have the bow here, and then this is also from one of the ephemera packs from Maggie Holmes. But this is little girl me, and that's my dad. And I'm definitely going to, let's add this back to this. I really wanted this to be in its most raw and rugged form, but still have beauty to it. And there's a story behind that as well. A lot of the journaling that I'll do will, you know, include like that type of concept as well. And when I was creating this, I wanted to be able to have the pages, as you touched that different elements and looked at the different elements of this album, you could really tap into the feelings that that if you were to read what I wrote, you could kind of see how these images and the feelings and textures and everything sort of leads to, you know, the journaling and the words that are there on the page. But I love this too. I'm very feminine, very girly, and I thought that this dress from that particular ephemera pack, that it just kind of led you towards, you know, the me giving the message of me being feminine. So I wanted to include that as well. I'm sorry guys, I'm having There we go. I'm back in business. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so, and I included some flowers here. I enjoy flowers. I enjoy plants even more here recently. And then here is an image of me, adult me, but still some years ago. But we have, I have the 4, which is my month of birth. And then, oh, I didn't say, I'm like, where is the 1 at? So we have the 1 and the 2, which is the day that I was born. But then we also have this image. It's very up close, kind of a raw image of me as well. And so I wanted to make sure to include that, because these letters will be from me as an adult that's sharing some experiences, and I guess maybe some wisdom, leaning wisdom towards the younger me. But yeah, so we have different elements here. I wanted to make sure to create the focal points of the gold, like so that you picked up the gold in here, because I really wanted this to be warm as well. So a lot of the colors that I picked led towards the femininity. They led towards the more warm feelings. And yeah, so as you can see, I used trim here and just added it in between the pages as I was sealing the pages together. I went on ahead and put trim in between them, and they also kind of serve as a good way to be able to, you know, turn the pages as well. So here is my album. I hope you guys enjoyed and that you were able to take something away from this. Thank you so much, Rachel, for asking me to be a part of this YouTube pop. I will include the other ladies who were a part of it. I'll include their links below so that you guys could go and check them out as well. And until next time, guys, take care.